I think of one of those seasons, like, you're never surprised what's going to happen, really. A lot's been crammed into a short time, and they were started early because we were expecting to start earlier than we did, and it's been very tricky. We found it tricky. Lots of things. The 2-year-olds, we'd get to get them ready for Ascot, and it didn't suit some of them, and rushed them a little bit. And like, obviously, it doesn't always work out, but all you can do is your best, really. Everyone wants to say that they've had a Breeders' Cup winner, trained one, owned one, rode one. It's at the end of the year, it's where everyone wants to be now, I think. Keeneland's a good track, good fair track. It's good, I suppose, for Europeans, because the ground mightn't be too fast. There can be often an ease in it, but it's beautifully maintained place, Keeneland. It's a lovely place to go racing. And I think for horse people or anybody that's interested in racing, like, Keeneland is very much the close to the centre of racing in America, really. Obviously, we were training for the Arc, and he didn't get to go to the Arc, but he's very well since. We're looking forward to him running. He's a horse with a lot of speed, quickens up very well. He seems to be in good form, and we think and hope that the track and everything will suit him there. The Arc was very bad, tough ground, and maybe to miss that ground wouldn't have been any harm for him, because he is a horse with a lot of speed. But we think he's in good form. We think that we're looking forward to seeing what he'll do. He's big gross horse. He's made like a miler. He takes plenty of racing to keep him right. But he's an unbelievable specimen, really, to look at. The track is a little bit tighter than he would be used to, but he's a horse that really quickens, and I think that's what you really need to win those races in America. The grass bends are tight, but we think he'll be okay on it. She's an unbelievable filly, I suppose. She's ran at the top level all the time from the time she was a 2-year-old. Every year, danced every dance, travelled everywhere. She's very brave. She's very comfortable, really, from a mile to a mile and a half, which is very unusual. She's very brave, stays well, good mind. She's an incredible mare, really. She ran very well again the last day in very bad ground in Ascot, even though that wouldn't have suited her. Won the Irish champion. She's, what can you say, really? She's something very special, really. She's brave, and like, obviously sometimes circumstances don't work for her, and that's just the way it is for every horse. But she, like you said, she doesn't leave anything behind. She's kind, big, genuine filly, and she's been there like 3 or 4 years now, you know. So I think everyone loves her. She's very offhanded. She's a very, like I said, very kind, very genuine, and has loads of class and determination as well. Whatever you ask her to do, there's not a problem. Wherever you put her, she just takes it as it is. Very, very easy to deal with. Ascot was a bit of a mess. The ground was very heavy, went very slow. It probably didn't suit him. He came out of the race very well. We think Keeneland will suit him, and we think that the track and the ground and all that should be fine for him. He's a hardy horse. He likes the hustle bustle of a race. He likes when there's plenty pace on. So he should get all those things. We're very happy with him since Ascot. I think Keeneland might suit him better. Santa Anita was hard, fast ground, even though he doesn't mind that. A little bit of kindness in the ground I don't think will be any harm for him. He ran very well at the Curragh, quickened up very well, and we just shortened him up a little bit after that. He's very well as well. Ran in Ascot again over 6 furlongs over bad ground. Ran very well, but in an ideal world we'd have preferred better ground for him as well. But we think the mile and we think the left-hand track, sharp track, will suit him. Quickens very well as well, and I think out there for those mile races you need loads of speed, so we think and hope it might suit him. Obviously he's ran over 6 furlongs. CIRCUS MAXIMUS is a horse that was running over a mile and a half, and we brought him back. So he's obviously a bit quicker, but mightn't get the mile as well as CIRCUS MAXIMUS. CIRCUS MAXIMUS is very hard, tough, solid horse. And he's that type of horse that can often make very good stallions. He's a very strong miler. He couldn't get into a tough enough race. He loves getting into a battle. He's brave, but likes a strong run mile with loads of hustle and bustle in it, which will suit him. Where LOPE FERNANDEZ is probably a he's been running over shorter distances and he quickens better. But whether he's hard enough or tough enough to beat the like a CIRCUS MAXIMUS, if CIRCUS MAXIMUS gets a nice draw, it'll be very interesting. We ran a Newmarket and Battleground as well. We probably shouldn't have had. She's very solid. She gets a mile and a quarter even. I think it's 9 furlongs that'll suit her well. She like a flat track. She like nice ground. Very genuine. Brave filly. We think it'll suit her as well. We think the race in Newmarket didn't leave its mark. She seems to be in good form, and we always had our eye on that race for her. She, like I said, would like nice ground. If she gets a nice draw, she'll go forward and should be very uncomplicated. Mother Earth has came out of Newmarket very well. Obviously she ran a big race there. We're very happy with her sense. She we think gets a mile well. If ease in the ground comes, she won't mind that either. So we're looking forward to running her in the Fillies Juvenile, hopefully. He was ready to run in the Irish Champions weekend in the National Stakes, so we decided to leave him. The ground was a bit soft. He's very well sensed. He's another piece of work to do. He's a horse we're always looking forward to stepping up to a mile. We think Keeneland will suit him. He's a big, powerful horse. He's out of Found, obviously. He's a very classy horse, this fella. He travels very well. He's big and he's strong, and we think he's going to get a mile well. He's been getting 7 well, so we think he's a horse to look forward to, we think.